You get stale.
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
You forget about things like stale.
Popcorn.
Popcorn, stale popcorn.
Popcorn.
This is the
Stale popcorn.
The spooky season is over, but the real horror has just begun. Welcome to the Stale Popcorn Podcast, Christopher.
Who's the real horror, you or me?
Oh, you indefinitely, my friend.
Fair enough.
That is your title to behold. Anyway, how are you doing, buddy?
I was thinking, we could do a Halloween spooky, but it's November 1st, and
Yeah.
my wife's already setting up Christmas stuff, and now it's all over. It feels weird.
Man.
I had a whole thing. Yeah, we could talk about super scary movie, the scariest movie I've ever seen, but now
It's too late.
it's too late.
We
Who
missed the boat.
cares? Yeah.
Or is that our brand, to do things out of season and just not go with the flow, against the grain, if you will, friend?
That's true. You see Oppenheimer yet?
Oh, fantastic movie.
Yeah, let's just talk about that.
Yeah. I'm glad you're doing well, buddy, and thank you all for
I
joining.
didn't say I was.
Did you not?
I don't think I said so. I'm doing terrible, Steve.
Oh, dang it. Well, then,
I'm
let's
barely
talk about
holding
it.
on by a thread.
Well, I'm here for you. I'm here for you emotionally, buddy. You have a
Thank
friend
you.
in me, just like a Woody there.
I got a Woody in you.
No. Anyway, if you want to skip around, take a jaunt. There's timestamps below. Gonna be talking about Bugonia, other things in the mix as well. Hi, Big Die. How are you, friend? Chris, you got news for me?
Something wrong with you, buddy?
Yes,
you just pick up chain smoking or something? Or
I am feeling under the weather. Maybe if I keep talking throughout the episode, it'll get better. But yeah, I got a little bit of a sickness virus in me, if you will.
sound like that singer. I try to walk away, but I won't.
Oh,
I'm
Avril
trying to
Lavigne?
find a way and I stumble.
Is
Who's that?
it Macy Gray?
I don't know, but that's what you kind of sound like to me.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. My thoughts stumble when you are, yeah, like that.
Yeah, kind of.
That's kind of offensive, Christopher.
Sorry.
Anyway, what news you got, buddy?
I don't got any news. You got nudes?
While not movie related, buddy, do you hate doing menial tasks, Christopher?
We got a sponsor here.
No. Oh, well, this would be great if this was our sponsor.
Come on,
but-
that would be a great menial task. So, like, not nice task. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, do you just get tired of bullying your local
Beating
neighborhood
people
kids? Yeah.
and spraying the neighbor kid with the hose when you're doing the car wash, that type of thing.
And in addition to that, chores.
Oh, I know. I don't like them. No.
Well, do you have an extra $500 a month lying around, buddy?
Am I going to hire Esperanza? Is that what you're saying?
Kind of. I'm here to tell
Okay.
you, 1X Technologies has just unveiled Neo, the world's first consumer-ready humanoid robot built to live and work inside of your home, buddy.
Sunglasses and all?
Yes, it looks just like Keanu.
Okay.
It does chores, it does schedules, and learns to take new tasks and uses AI to do all that jazz.
So, like, companion,
Yes, I was
but
thinking.
a man?
Yeah, well, it's not, it's gender neutral, but it's just a white, opaque little robot.
What's the
creepy
face?
monster.
Oh, it's no face?
It's two hollow eyes in an
Or they go
oval.
two-face, half-side man, half-side woman?
That would be more inclusive. But let me tell
so
you,
no face or what?
it's literally just an oval on the thing, two bullet eyes, and that's it.
Wait, so it's just like a human-sized robot?
I think it's like 5'7". It's like 60 pounds, so you can easily push it over.
Can it write a symphony?
Well, actually, Will Smith would have the perfect comeback opportunity now that I think of it.
No, yeah.
He buys one of these things. It's $20,000 or $500 a month, right? He buys one of these things, recreates the whole movie of iRobot with his little Neo companion. I'd be down for it. I'd watch it. And people would forgive him for that stupid song he did.
Yeah, I did not murder him.
Yeah. But I know exactly what you're thinking, Christopher. And unfortunately, it cannot complete you emotionally or otherwise. So
Oh,
nix that out of your mind.
now that is the right question.
Chris,
Mm-hmm.
I do actually have something behind my back here. Let me reach it around for you.
Glenn's Corner, where I'm sitting in the corner looking at nothing but a picture of Glenn.
Chad, Michael, Murray, Powers season finale. Did you see? Did you partake?
Wait, was that the finale?
As I understand it, I believe so, yes.
Oh, really? I did not even think about that. I hope there's a season 2.
Me too. It's quite enjoyable, and I need to know, Christopher, how it's going to finish.
Yeah, no confirmation of season 2. Wow, I did not even. I
You were
just assumed there was more.
Ready for more?
Yeah, it was fun.
Mhm.
That last episode, not as funny. There's still a couple chuckles, but takes
It's
a more serious, dark
approach. Yeah.
turn, and he's kind of going back to bloody. What's non-Chad? What's his
Russ.
name? Russ. He said, "You're not going to tell nobody." Kind of pulls a Jake Gyllenhaal Nightcrawler on her.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, what I really appreciate about this episode, it hits the fan, and Ricky, his love interest, finds out everything. She rips that sleeve off and confirms in her mind that indeed it is Russ Holiday. They get into it, and they have a moment where, in a traditional media, he gives the whole speech. I'm not that guy anymore, and all that jazz. And you think she's gonna take the bait, but she gives him a good old slap. It's like, you are a psychopath, like a normal person.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I appreciate that she's not a moron. And was like, you're an idiot. You slept with my mom. You've ruined everything. Like a rational human being, any rational person would be like, no, you're nuts. And it doesn't work on them, But then he pulls out the, I am a psychopath. And if you tell everyone is going to suffer. So she's just got to grit her teeth and go through it. And then we don't get to see how the game goes.
I know. Edges. It just stops right when I want it to keep going.
Indeed, yeah.
Something I just found out, actually. Ricky, her husband's Mark Sanchez, who's a professional football player, retired. I assume you haven't heard of him. But he used to be a quarterback for the Jets, but now he does broadcasts. He's one of the TV guys. But I remember a couple weeks ago on the news, they're like, oh, he got stabbed and he's not going to be able to do the game tomorrow. And everyone's like, prayers out to Mark Sanchez. Some guy probably robbed him and stabbed him. And everyone's like, oh, man, I love this guy. It's sad that this could happen. And it turns out a day or two later, you find out he got like blackout drunk and got in a fight with like this 69-year-old truck driver. And the truck driver defended himself, was like pepper sprayed him and like stabbed him. And now I think he's got like felony charges against him now. But anyways, that's no such thing as bad publicity, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, she's at the court hearings, like, oh, also check out my new show, Chad Powers. Yeah,
we really want to get this season 2. Can you guys sign this petition?
Yeah. Ah, that's too bad. I think it's a fun show, and I really hope it gets another season, Christopher.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, you been watching anything lately, old buddy, old pal?
I've seen a couple, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
I go Monday. What do you think I watch on Monday?
Oh, geez. Let me, Frankenstein?
Mystery Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I watch it.
Yeah.
It starts off right before the movie. It has a little snippet, and it's Sydney Sweeny sitting up there like, hey, thanks for coming to us. It's my movie, Mystery Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your friends what you think of it. And then it goes to the movie. You seen the trailers for that Sydney Sweeny movie?
Oh, where she's punching up. She's a boxer, right?
Oh, I guess. I missed that. I kept seeing the trailer for like her and Amanda Siegfried. And she's
the
like
housemaid, yeah.
the house one. And so I'm watching this, and it starts off with her running, and it's like in the 1990s or something. And I'm like, she's running. She does like a little boxing thing. And I'm like, all right, I guess she's maybe, because like the whole time I'm thinking it's this movie.
Yeah.
And she's like training for boxing. I'm like, all right, I guess maybe she's going to retire and then go be a housemaid. And then it took me way too long because she's like training. It's showing her like getting ready for fights. I'm like an hour in before I'm like, I'm starting to think it's not that movie.
She's not going to become a housemaid in this one.
Because she's in this boxing one, she's like a West Virginian. So she's got that accent.
Yeah.
She looks like a boxer. Is a boxer, and I'm just like, when are we gonna get to the exciting part here?
Where's Amanda?
I know. I'm like, come on. I wanted to see that one. It looked kind of fun. But this one, I guess you've seen the trailer. It's based off a true story. It's one of those biopics, Steve. It's called Christy. It's kind of like a female fighting machine. Is that what it's called? Fighting machine?
The smashing
machine. It's a female version of that, basically, but she's a boxer. And I'd never heard of her, but apparently she was, one of them first time getting them female boxings going. It's her. It's got Ben Foster. He plays her boxing coach, manager, I think they call it. And then it goes from like boxing to domestic violence and same, yeah. And then there's drugs and all this. And normally I'm a sport guy. I'm like into the sport part of it, but they don't really play up the boxing because normally it's like you see a sports movie, they're climbing the ranks, they're getting better, there's a big fight coming up and suspense, how are they going to do? But this one was like, it felt like boxing was the back burner. And it goes more into Ben Foster, and he's a creepy old husband / fighter manager, and
typical Ben Foster role. Yeah,
there is one scene where the whole theater just like gasps. Like if you've seen it, you know what it is, but I won't spoil it because then it won't be fun. But so that was like one of those scenes where you just kind of remember like, oh, wow, we're doing this. This is crazy. That's really cool. But the rest of it is kind of ho-hum, and it's a pretty long movie, like 2.5 hours or so. Most of it's not that exciting. Maybe if you like knew who she is or you're interested in that, it could be fun.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of interesting that I cared less about the actual sports and I was more into like what's going on with this relationship between her and her husband. Kind of like what's that Steve Carell Foxcatcher, kind of like that.
That's a good movie. I like that one. Yeah,
it's not as good as that by any means, but it's a similar where it's like, all right, there's
sports,
not
the focus. Yeah,
but it's not. We're diving into this. So I give that like a 6.5, I'd say. It was good enough that I actually like looked up her and wanted to see stuff after. I was like, how'd this happen? Is this true? So it gives me that, but never going to watch it again or nothing.
I get that. Well, a movie that balances both of those where you're just as interested in the fighting as the drama is Warrior.
I knew you were going to say that.
Tommy.
Sound like a gosh dang maraca.
I know you got him on you, Tommy. I think it's our yearly Nick Nolte impression is coming around. We always do one of those. No, but that's a great movie.
You turn the ship around.
Anyway, what else you been watching?
Black Phone 2.
Ethan Hawke.
And
that kid from How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah.
Guy from Lost / Saving Private Ryan, the coward guy.
John Locke?
No.
Oh, the coward guy. Yeah, he's got a big head.
Guy. Yeah.
His head is not the right
definitely an alien.
To his body. Yeah.
Have you seen Black Phone 1?
No.
So I saw that when it came out years ago, and I remember thinking it was good, but it had been a few years, and I was like, I don't really remember what happens. So we rewatched that last week. It's good, Steve. This guy that abducts kids, they call him the Grabber. And
I thought that was Harvey Weinstein's nickname.
Well, he probably does it too, And it's about so there's a real guy abducting kids. And then one of the kids that How to Train Your Dragon gets abducted, but he hears this black phone and he answers it, and it's the ghosts of the dead kids talking to him. You know me, I'm not a ghost guy. I'm not into the ghosts, really.
You don't believe in them.
That first one, I liked it because it's like there's reality and there's kind of ghosts on the side like helping out. I'm like, that works. It's fun. If you could get rid of the ghosts and do something else, I'd still probably rather that, but it didn't take away from the movie. I thought it was a really good movie. I give that one like 8.5, first Black
Really?
Phone.
Oh, the first one. Okay.
Now, the second one, if I say this, it's going to very much spoil the first. Can I say it?
You can say it. I'll never watch it, yeah.
So in the first one, he dies. The kid kills him at the end, which is why I rewatched the first, because I saw the trailer for this one. I'm like, didn't he kill him? How is he? How are they doing a sequel out of this? This one, he's dead, but it's his ghost fighting them. And they go to this camp, and it's like it basically turns into Freddy Krueger fighting in the dreams.
Sure.
So obviously, I didn't like this one as much because first one is like, there's the main guy, little ghosts on the side. This one, it's ghosts the whole time. It's a main ghost demon guy fighting them the whole time. And it's one of those, you think about it, and it's like, that doesn't make sense. Because you've seen Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. But in my memory, Freddy Krueger only can hurt the people he's in the dreams with, right?
I think there was like a new one reboot where he had like some powers, but generally, yeah.
But this one, it's like I think it's when they're dreaming, he's just in that reality because he's like beating up random people that aren't there and they can't see him. It just really felt unnecessary to make this movie. Like there's no point to it. It's kind of like Jurassic Park. Do you ever read those books?
The first movie? No, I'm just kidding.
No, well, they made the movie.
Have I read the books?
Well, I remember reading the book in high school.
Oh, okay. Nerd.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong here. So I think they wrote the book in like 1993 or 92 or something. And then they made the movie in 93. And the book, Jeff Goldblum character Malcolm dies in the book.
Okay.
They made this Lost World, and obviously Jeff Goldblum doesn't die in the movie. He's the main character in the Lost World. They made the movie, and they're like, oh, we like this character. Everyone likes him. And I think the rumor was that Dr. Grant didn't want to be in the second movie.
Thinks it's a bad idea.
He thinks. And so they were like, well, we want you to write another book here, Michael. I can't remember the author's name.
Crichton?
Michael something. Creighton, I think you're right. But we need Malcolm to be in the book because he's going to be the star of the movie. So then they make something in the book about, I think maybe this was Mandela in my mind. In the book, they like cloned him. They're like, oh, actually his clone's back for the second and it's his clone here. But when I was Googling trying to see if I was crazy, I think it was a Mandela because no one else, there was one other person that was like, it was his clone. But everyone else is like, no, they just say in the second book, oh, no, I didn't actually die. And like, that was it. That was
I'm not dead.
I'm not dead. And then they just bring him back. So it felt like that in this movie where going back to Black Phone, where it's like, oh, we made a lot of money on the first. People liked it. We can make more money on the second. People liked Ethan Hawke's character.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the story. So somehow we got to bring him back here and make this unnecessary sequel. And that's what they did.
Well, it's probably made its money back and then some. That's why they did it, buddy.
That's my main con. It's like, what is the point of this? And they kind of try and add some things like, oh, this is why the mom did this. And I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It was still fine. Not as good as the first. If you really like the first, you can watch it, but don't expect the same.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I seen one more. It's a show, Gen V.
Ah, the Boys spinoff.
The Boys spinoff. You ain't seen none of these, right?
No, I stopped watching The Boys a long time ago.
To me, like The Boys is a clear step above Gen V. But Gen V is still fine. I'm just going to, may I just spoil this since you don't watch nothing?
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 episodes and it pulls the Dumbledore movie. What's that called? The Harry Potter Beast.
The
Beast
Fantastic
one.
Beast?
Remember the first one where you have Colin Farrell and he's someone else and you find out it's actually Johnny Depp as Grindelwald the whole time?
Yes.
And you're like, but can we go back to Colin Farrell?
Yeah, Colin was
better.
great.
He was great.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how this one is. It's got the, his name's Hamish Linklater. I think that's his name. The only other thing I'd seen him in is Midnight Mass. Which is this like Netflix vampire show from
he's the priest guy, right?
Yeah. So he's in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked him in the other show. I think he's a really good actor. In this show, he's the main bad guy. I mean, he's a villain, but you just kind of like the character. He's got that kind of like a Joker in a Dark Knight type of where it's like he's the villain. Obviously, you're not really rooting for him, but you like the character so much you want to see him.
Yeah.
You find out like the second to last episode, it's the same exact Harry Potter thing. It's actually the main bad guy you thought was dead was actually mind controlling him the whole time. And then they just kill him off. And I'm like, well, that was the one character in the show I actually like seeing and seeing what they're going to do. Because none of the other characters I really care for. If they died, I wouldn't bat an eye. Like I wouldn't be sad. And that's why The Boys is better, because it's like same thing with Butcher. Like he's not really a good guy, but you like watching him. Huey, Frenchie, Kimiko. Like you'd feel sad if they died or something happened to him. You're like actively rooting for him. And this show, none of them do that for me, except my boy Hamash.
Yeah.
I think it's the end of the second to last episode. You find out like, oh, he's actually mind controlled. And then this guy gets resurrected basically from the dead. And you think it's like a big old story. And then literally the next episode, halfway through that it builds up to all this, they kill him and then he's dead. And I'm like, really? It was very anticlimactic. So saying all that, I'd probably give it like a 7, I guess. A little worse than season 1. Not as good as The Boys. my main cons, but I mean, it's still entertaining
Yeah.
if you're into those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
But how about you, Steve? You watching anything?
Oh, you'll like this. I watched Love is Blind, obviously. I got a wife, so we watched some of that.
Mhm.
And funny story, Christopher, we're watching the reunion this week, right? I don't know who over there at Netflix is in charge of things, but a very random array of just nonsense, right? There's some storylines you care about and you want to see at what degree people have ruined their lives since the show. That's why you're there, right? Every season, Christopher, they ask the daring question, is love truly blind? All of us can confidently say, well, you failed every time. Like you have a 10% success rate at this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no, it's not. And this is the first season where nobody got married. And so it's like the biggest failure the show has ever seen. And the good old Nick Lachey, is love truly blind? Yeah. What is this?
No, I don't know. What is the answer? Yes or no? The answer is no, right?
Yeah.
If it's not working.
Yeah, love is not blind because you got to have the looks or whatever.
You got to be attracted physically.
And this is what bugs me so much. You get the worst superficial people imaginable to ask that question. If you had some proper uggos in there,
I know,
it would be so much more interesting. It'd be harder to watch, but it would be more interesting. Yeah.
My pitch is just to have like a bachelor.
Mm-hmm.
But just have like this obviously unattractive, like overweight, just a typical like guy in his 30s, like a fat American guy. But then you still have all the hot models come.
Oh, yeah.
And like obviously they're going to want to stay on the show and get popular and just have them try and like flirt with this guy and he gets to choose like, you're going home and you're there. I think that would be fun.
It becomes two shows at once because you got the love story and then you got Fear Factor on the other side.
Yeah. What are you willing to do to get this rose? Yeah.
You have the Bachelor host on one side, and then you got Joe Rogan on the other side hosting. Neither of them know the actual point of the show yet. But we're watching that. And also Share Company, Succession, Smiling Friends, weekly reminder.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Bloody, I love Succession. My goodness,
I've
Christopher.
heard.
I know I talk about it every week, but I listened to the soundtrack last night and gave it a real listen, And my goodness, it is fantastic. It takes a lot of license from Beethoven's symphonies, but my goodness, it is just with the 808 beats. Music to my ears, literally. And I cannot gush enough about it. If you like classical piano mixed with modern beats and everything, it's so good. Just type in Succession playlist on any Spotify. Give it a good listen on a drive when you're thinking about life. Oh yeah, that's the stuff there.
That's the stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway, buddy.
Yes.
What are we? 25 minutes in, you want to actually talk about the show?
I guess we could talk about the movie we watched, Bugonia.
Yeah. Bugonia. My Bologna.
Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. Is it Bugonia?
Bugonia. Patagonia. No. Bugonia. Directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. He's famous for Pretty Things, The Lobster, Killing of the Sacred Deer. You've probably seen more movies of his than I have.
Seen The Lobster. That was fun.
He definitely's got a flair, a flavor, offbeat to the norm, I'll say here. But funny story about this movie, Christopher. I got invited to a screening in my area where if you come to the screening and shave your head, you can see the movie for free. I didn't go, unfortunately. I had other things, but some people, I saw pictures, some people actually shave their heads to see this movie for free.
You can wear the white face too? Is that politically correct?
I don't see why it was not. I mean, nobody's getting offended by a white face. Anyway, the story of this here movie, we're going to talk about a little bit, no spoilers here, and I give our ratings. Without spoiling, you got two conspiracy theorists, Jesse Plemmons and his cousin. They kidnap Emily Stone, thinking she's an alien from outer space, and their plans to negotiate Earth's survival from their species becomes a what's going on kind of movie, Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a modern-day Twilight Zone movie, I'd say. It's got some weirdness in it, but what did you think of it, buddy? What's your rating?
Not my favorite. It's a very peculiar kind of movie.
Yes.
I'd give it like a 6 out of 10, personally.
Okay.
How about you, Steve?
I've seen The Lobster. I've heard of his other work. He's a weird kind of director. I gave this a 7.5.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
We finally differ here.
I went back and forth many times, Christopher, but it's a movie that I'll never watch again.
Yes.
But it's an experience. I'd like to say it's kind of what movies are for. in that you watch it and it makes you think a little bit afterwards, and it's not shut off your brain. It's engaging throughout. It's an experience. And so while though there are some flaws in it, I was like, you know what? Overall, it's better than what we've seen recently. I'd take this over a Captain America 6 or, we've been clamoring for more original stuff that makes you out of your comfort zone. And I was out of my comfort zone watching this, I'll tell you that. And so for that reason, I was like, it has merit. And there's a lot of good things. There are some bad things, but I was like, we are always talking about we need more new stuff. And this is a new stuff. And I'd be a hypocrite to be like, this isn't, because I've seen a lot of people who are like, oh, this is a 0 star. What is this nonsense? But if we can pick over it, there's some good stuff in there. But you want to go into some spoilers here?
Yes.
All right. So let's go through the plot a little bit, and full of interrupting each other with what we remember. But so you got Jesse and his Plemmons.
Yes.
Both of them. And his cousin, who is played by Aiden Delbus. I've never seen him in this before, but Jesse Plemmons, he's a conspiracy theorist, and his cousin is a slower man. He's not all there. I actually used to work with a couple of guys who were just on that same plane, if you know what I mean, a few jobs ago. So I know exactly what it's like working with one of them. So they have gotten into their heads that Emily Stone is this alien, that they need to kidnap her and shave her head because that's how she communicates with her kind. They do experiments on her, and they want to go up to the ship with her to negotiate that, hey, Earth is worth saving and all this stuff. And the whole crux of the movie is this guy insane or is she an actual alien? And spoiler alert, Christopher, you want to give it away?
Yeah.
She is indeed an alien, and not just any alien. She is the empress of the whole shebang. She's the queen bee, if you will, who's leading this whole charge. And so she has come down, infiltrated Earth, become one of our own. And you find out Jesse was right the whole time. They have to get to the ship before the lunar eclipse because that's when aliens will destroy Earth, and it takes place over like a 4 or 5 days. And you come to find out that there's reasons why, as an audience member, you go back and forth or whether or not she's an alien, because Emily Stone is part of a pharmaceutical company or some sort of drug company.
Yeah, she's the CEO.
Yes, chief executive officer. They're doing experiments on these patients, and Jesse Plemmons' mom was one of these patients. Put her in a coma. Jesse is not happy. So through the movie, you see those flashbacks, and you're like, oh, he's clearly mad at this company because they've done this to his mom. It gives you enough evidence to believe that that's the reason. But then slowly, by a little bit, you're like, well, wait a minute. Why is she acting in this manner? And then you find out that she is indeed what he believes, and he's right. But I want to ask you, Christopher, when did you know that she was an alien?
Pretty much the end, because I'll say my thought. I'm like, are they going to make it so this is how it's going to go? No, that would just kind of be dumb. Why would they do that? And then they did it. So I'd say like when she's getting out of the ambulance, like pretty late, when she's like, is he dead? And then she pulls it off, and then she starts running to her closet room.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be that guy, but I pinged it out pretty early on because they do something clever where each new day it expands and shows from space Earth. And in this world, Earth is flat.
What do you mean in this world?
In this movie.
What do you mean in this movie?
In Bugonia.
How is that different than real life?
Look at what you're doing here, you little snucker,
What do you mean by?
Little son of a gun, I tell you what. They show the flat Earth. This is it. Like, it's real, like that she's an actual alien because what we see, they show us right in front of us. And then also was confirmed when, instead of leaving right away, when his cousin demises himself, unalives himself, she doesn't run away. She goes and finds this closet full of experiments and notes and horrors. And I was like, oh, she knows now. But you got any cons, buddy?
Yeah, so when she goes and looks, was the door locked? Could she not just leave?
No, she could. Yeah, she could have just left. But instead,
why did she just leave?
Because she was she's safe. Like, she knows, like, he's not gonna. I'm floundering here, buddy. I just don't know the answer.
I'd say I just didn't really care for the ending. It just seemed kind of dumb to me.
At what part? Was it the massively long locks of hair aliens in their Kanye West suits?
Yeah. It would have been better if they just cut it off right after she teleports back. But then, they do all that. And I'm like, this just looks really silly. And
it did get very silly, yeah. So you would have preferred if it was like ambiguous, where maybe she like goes to back to the crime scene, but doesn't go up, and that just kind of ends, so you don't know for sure.
Yeah, I think that would have been better. You could have done the old Inception spinning thing. Oh, did it wobble or something? or Shutter Island. Any like I feel
get
like that would have been better than just like, oh, this is an alien, let's kill the Earth, and then it just shows like 5 minutes of people dead.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel that satiating, that satisfying to me.
I get that, yeah. And I will give you that. It might have been a little bit too long. There may have been a few scenes stretched too long where it's like, is she an alien? Is she not an alien? You do that a few times too many. Not to dismiss the fact of the acting. The acting was great. I also kind of had a problem with maybe the message of it. I know it's just for fun or whatever. We're to garner from this movie that, oh yeah, isolationism and diving into conspiracy theories are harmful. Because Jesse Plemmons, once his mom gets in that coma, he dives in and becomes a conspiracy theorist and a crazy puffs kind of guy. And so there's some commentary on there where people are like, oh, if you dive too much into these, you can become a crazy person and all this stuff, But the thing with that is he was right, So it's like dive in. Dive in, the truth is out there. I bet you didn't know this. This is a remake of a 2003 Korean movie called Save the Green Planet. And I gotta tell you, I watched a trailer for it and a little bit of it. Bonkers. Absolute just madness. Because it's like, how like the Asian movies, they don't give two cares. Well, yeah. But it's like an older movie and it is off the wall. Like the vibe of it is like this rock anthem horror, like kind of comedy almost. At least that's where I garnered from the trailer. And it looked like so much more fun than this. And I'm like, maybe we should do a commentary track on that one because it looks so much fun and just out there and wild. You know how like those Japanese game shows are just like, yeah. Like it just looked like so much more fun than this. So maybe we should do that. That'd be fun, but it's different,
You know what other movie's different, Steve? Megalopolis.
How dare you, Detective Diaz? No, that's horrible.
Well, it's different.
Is this no? Okay,
this is better than that,
but better. Yeah,
I'm just saying, just because it's different, I'm not bumping it up.
And I get that, buddy, but it was an experience for me and like a ride. Right? You want to jump some pros then?
Yeah, sure. I thought Emma Stone was good.
Oh yeah,
I think she played the character pretty well, especially when like she first gets there and she's like, all right, this is how it's going to happen. People are looking for me. Hey, I understand you have the advantage here. I was like, that's good. That's fun. Like a smart hostage. And then obviously Plemmons, my boy,
Meth Damon,
plays a creep. Yeah, he plays a typical creep. I think my favorite parts are when he first introduces, they get all dressed up in his suits and he's trying to be all like classy and cordial and all that. And sorry, I didn't know we were dealing with the Empress here. And I thought he was really fun.
That's the main reason we watched this, because we loved some J. Plems and Emily Stones, and performances were great. Like there's some scenes where they're just bouncing off each other and it's quite enjoyable to watch because now that we know, she's playing 4D chess. And if you go back and watch it, you're like, oh, that's that, Well, now that I think of it, Stavros is in this for no reason. And there's a moment when he was like, hey man, I used to be your babysitter. Sorry for, whatever.
Molesting you as a kid.
Didn't want to say it like that, but sure.
Oh, that's what it basically, I thought that part, obviously, sad, but it's pretty funny because he's just trying to get him out of his house because he's got Emma Stone chained up down there, and he's like, "Yeah, no, it's fine. Come on." That was kind of funny.
Well, yes, it was humorous. Is the aging doesn't match up because Stavros is like
they
15 years younger, or So maybe the idea is that Jesse Plemons looks so old because he indulged himself in these conspiracies. I don't know. Other pros. This is so visually fun to look at. Modern movies, if you take any modern day movie, it's such a boring thing to watch the characters just coverage A, coverage B, back and forth, With this, it's shot so well, Christopher. They use like such good lighting and like lenses. When you see Emma come out of it and she's like touching her hair and everything in the trailer shot, that whole sequence, the dialogue, it's so fun to look at because it's shot in such a way. The blocking is so much more creative than normal, and the shots are so pretty to look at. That's what I appreciate about a movie. It's when you can make something that it could be boring, but use the right lenses, lighting, techniques, and everything. I'm like, it puts you in such a mood, buddy, where the lenses create an isolationist feeling because you know the background is blurry, but you have singular focus on a subject. So things like that where you don't really think about it, but until you go, oh well, why did I feel that way in this moment? It's because of this. I like that, buddy. There's some visual storytelling that goes unnoticed, but I really like that. And I'm already boring you, I could tell you, but I had to get it out of the way because I like
Get
that.
it out of there, yeah.
I had to like,
it was shot in such a way.
She's pinned in such a way. Comment below if you know that reference. It's nothing I'll watch ever again, but I had a ride and it was kind of enjoyable, you know, and it's fine. I don't think you need to go out in the theater and watch it, but if you do like kind of like Black Mirror-esque, Twilight Zone, modern day, I'd say it's kind of like that. So
sure, yeah.
Well, that's all I got.
You sticking with that 7.5?
I think I am. We'll see at the end of the year. Maybe I'll forget about it and be like, oh, why I like that again?
yeah. Maybe I'll think higher. I'm sticking at my 6. But.
That's fair. That's fair. And maybe, you know, maybe I just want to be different because I have just been given everything 6 and 7s for so long.
I know. I went down. I was going to give this a 6.5, but I said I give too many of those. I'm going down. I'm sorry. You got to get that 6 here.
Well, if you're still listening, thank you so much for listening. Letty, leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify. Follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yes.
Next week, Predator Badlands.
Ooh.
I think that's all I got, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Have a good week. Bye.
Popcorn. Pop, 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 pop.
This is the
Stale. Popcorn.
Popcorn?